My name is Shauna Cooper. I am a care management medical social worker, and I work out of Methodist Plaza Internal Medicine, Lakeview Internal Medicine, and then Mill Civic Internal Medicine and Family Medicine.
Hi, I'm Luann Brown. I'm a social worker here at Methodist Hospital. I work on the cardiology floors, North 3 and 4.
So from the time that kind of COVID came on to the mainstream and kind of came into the hospitals and we started seeing restrictions for our patients, on the ambulatory side, we were seeing patients in the clinic, in their homes and facilities, and so that kind of changed the way and the direction of how we saw our patients now. What we were seeing was that increased depression and increased isolation for a lot of patients. So trying to get them hooked up with resources now, for example, like the Senior Companion Program that wasn't doing in-person services was quite a barrier. So being able to look beyond that to see, okay, well maybe we're going to have to reach out to our patients a little bit more over the phone and engage them in other options for them, like getting them telehealth or a Doximity visit over the phone if they had a smartphone. To kind of help them engage if they needed to see a person but they weren't able to come to the clinic because they were afraid of COVID or symptoms or perhaps contracting it. So really just trying to find the best option to make those patients comfortable.
So the main thing that has impacted my work here on North 3 and 4 as a social worker has been trying to help families understand and have information that they need to understand about the discharge planning for their loved one. And especially at first when there were no visitors, I found that my job I had to take a lot more time to explain what was happening because those families had not been able to see their family member. And it was difficult to prepare them then for another 2 weeks or whatever where they would not be able to see or touch or encourage their family member in this time when they really needed support.
So looking at social work in a profession and how it was kind of changing during COVID and the pandemic and how we could better suit our patients, I know for me, I was trying to meet the patients if they were coming in to see their primary care doctor for their clinic visit. At least I could get them face to face instead of not going out to see them in their home during that time. So I thought that was a benefit to them, that at least we could still have that interaction and engage them and have those conversations, because a lot of things kind of take place. It's not only just having like one-on-one talk therapy, but with the resources, getting paperwork done, having them sign off on things, there's a lot of logistical pieces in order to benefit the patient in different aspects. And so trying to get that worked out the best way we could and the safest way we could was difficult, and then it becomes quite draining on us because of the fact that it seems like we were running and spinning our wheels so often, but sometimes not getting to the places where we really wanted to be. So I think it was really important for myself on the ambulatory side. It's not only myself but 2 other social workers that work out of other clinics that I could engage with them, talk to them and kind of say like, hey, I have this problem, I don't know where to go with this, can you help me out? And so I found that very helpful to have that support outside of my own clinics.
I think I'm so thankful now that the patients' families can come to the hospital. It just makes a huge difference in just the support that the patient needs, and it helps with just sharing information and making a plan for